She's suggesting that we have Libertarian smackdown.
Oh, there we go.
You guys are boring.
You know.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Is because we
Gary the Hulk Nolan versus Mike the Interrogator Bednarik.
That's what I want to see. I want to see legs.
2 out of 3 falls.
Legs up and arms up. Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's hard to debate.
He's right.
Well, it's hard to debate when.
Well, if he would get off of his constitutional stance, then I'd be able to disagree with him. But he insists on supporting the Bill of Rights.
Damn thing.
Yeah.
If you really want to secure the nation, you have to change our foreign policy. You have to quit picking despots, choosing sides, getting involved in civil wars and border disputes. So I would dissolve the Homeland Security Department as we know it.
Why would the American government need to spy on its own citizens? I would eliminate Homeland Security as quickly as I possibly could.
Again, I agree with Gary.
Yeah. And is this sort of a chummy relationship we have as we head into this area?
What you'll find when we have these discussions and debates is that because we have principles, something I think the Democrats and the Republicans lack, and I don't mean that in a nasty way, I simply mean that the Libertarian Party has principles. We have beliefs. You'll find that we are both pulling the wagon in the same direction. If you look at the Democratic candidates, you'll find that one wants to go one way, another one wants to go another. You can't tell a Democrat from Georgia from a Republican from New York. They are completely in disarray. The Libertarian Party has a set of beliefs, and we both espouse them.
In what respect do you think the American political system is unfair for parties?
Well, ballot access laws make it difficult, oftentimes impossible, for third parties to get on the ballot. And this happens in all 50 states, and it's clearly designed to protect Democrats and Republicans, to keep insurgent campaigns from getting a foothold. Other problems with campaign finance laws that, again, are really laws that help Democrats and Republicans to stay in office and make it difficult for third-party candidates to get financed. Let's get the federal government out of the drug war. That's my goal. Get the federal government out of the drug war. It is because of minimum sentencing guidelines for drug users that prisons around the country are so overcrowded that the states are releasing murderers and rapists on our streets. I think most voters would agree that we'd be better off hanging on to the murderers and letting drug users loose. As Michael pointed out, the cost of drugs is exponentially higher than it should be because they are illegal. Marijuana is a weed. I don't use drugs, but if I want to protect the life of children, if I want to keep drugs out of the schoolyard, I think we have to legalize drugs. You don't see tavern owners hanging around a schoolyard asking kids if they want to buy a fifth of 7 Crown. You don't see tavern owners shooting up the neighborhood fighting over a turf war. You only find this behavior and all of these pathologies developing because of the drug war. And everything that we should have learned from the war on alcohol, we can apply to the war on drugs. Let's get the federal government out of it. Let's protect the lives of our children. Let's tell patients who are dying of cancer, who are using chemotherapy and want marijuana to help keep their food down, that we're not going to arrest their suppliers like they've done in California. Get the federal government out of it.
Thanks, Gary.